As President of the United States, what would you be urging Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to do at this moment? Governor DeSantis.
I would be telling Bibi, finish the job once and for all with these butchers, Hamas. They're terrorists. They're massacring innocent people. They would wipe every Jew off the globe if they could.
What I would tell Bibi is that Israel has the right and the responsibility to defend itself. I would tell him to smoke those terrorists on his southern border, and then I'll tell him as President of the United States, I'll be smoking the terrorists on our southern border.
They have to, 1, eliminate Hamas, 2, support Israel with whatever they need whenever they need it, and 3, make sure we bring our hostages home.
Diplomacy only is a weak strategy. Appeasement leads to war. You cannot negotiate with evil. You have to destroy it.
America is here, no matter what it is you need at any time, to preserve the state of Israel.
How far would you go militarily to hold Iran accountable?
I am not going to put our troops in harm's way unless you're willing to defend them with everything you have. We are not just going to sit there and let our service members be sitting ducks, and that's true whether it's Iran or whether it's any country on the world.
There would be no Hamas without Iran. There would be no Hezbollah without Iran. There would not be the Houthis without Iran. And there wouldn't be the Iranian militias in Syria and Iraq that are trying to hit our military men and women if it hadn't been for Iran. And you don't respond to an enemy and a terrorist with fear. You respond with strength.
Are you persuaded by President Zelensky's urgent new plea? Where do you stand on more funding?
I'm absolutely unpersuaded. Ukraine is not a paragon of democracy. This is a country that has banned 11 opposition parties. It has celebrated a Nazi in its ranks, the comedian in cargo pants, a man called Zelensky, doing it in their own ranks. That is not democratic.
Putin and President Xi are salivating at the thought that someone like that could become president. They would love to see
The fact of the matter is she doesn't answer
So this
the question.
is what I will tell you.
We're driving Russia
first of all,
into China's hands.
Now is the time to get partnerships. This unholy alliance between Russia, Ukraine, and China is real.
Those of us who forget history are doomed to repeat it. And
I'd like to respond.
And the absolute giving in to dictators, which is being suggested on this stage, just shows the immaturity of the approach.
We need to bring this war to an end. We need the Europeans to step up and do their fair share. And we need to get serious about the top threat that this country faces, which is the Chinese Communist Party.
We should be arming Taiwan. Make sure they have the equipment they need. There's nothing China fears more than knowing that America will have Taiwan's back.
Here's why we can't get tough with China. It's because we depend on them for our modern way of life. And we have to declare economic independence from our enemy. My message to Xi Jinping is this. You are done buying land in this country. You will not donate to universities in this country. U.S. businesses won't expand into the Chinese market until you play by the same set of rules.
Ramaswamy,
you're kicked out of the WTO, and you actually have to have accountability for the COVID-19 pandemic financially, which unleashed hell on the world. We have to hold them accountable.
The long-term threat is China. Immediate threat is our southern border.
The nuclear submarines in this United States Navy is the greatest deterrent to Chinese aggression, and that is the first place I would go to increase American naval power.
We have to have the ability to back up a strategy of denial of President Xi's ambitions.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.